For our warm-up for 1.6 today, we are going to talk about how we read graphs and how they can potentially be misleading. So let's look at the graph on the left, and I really just kind of want to draw your attention to a couple things. First, you want to kind of explore it yourself, see if you find anything that you feel might be a little strange or intentionally deceptive even. And what you want to think about maybe is your scale factor. So what I mean by that is whenever we read a graph, we want to look at our x-axis here, and we want to look at our y-axis over here, and we want to kind of see, first of all, what is this graph talking about, and how are they measuring these things? What kind of scale? So when you look at this scale right here, the smallest value is 3.14%, and the highest value is 3.154%. And I just kind of want you to think about that and if that scale makes sense to you. And maybe you can create for us a new graph that would better represent this data. And what I mean by better represent is if I look at this graph, I want my first gut reaction about what the graph is telling me to be fairly accurate. Of course, we can get more details by a more careful look. But when I glance at this graph, for example, I see something that's growing rapidly over time. That's what my instinct is. When we look a little closer, that may or may not be the correct instinct. So maybe you can make me a graph that would allow my instincts to be more correct. And then explain to me why it's more user-friendly. How does your graph better impart information to whoever is looking at your graph?